Hey, welcome to the Explainer. If you're a Nissan owner and you've got a pesky little warning light that has you completely stumped, you are definitely in the right place. Today we are going to decode a really common and, let's be honest, frustrating error code, B1086. So I'm guessing you've plugged in your code reader, and that's the code that's staring right back at you. And that airbag light that's been on your dash forever, suddenly it makes a lot more sense. But what does it actually mean? And more importantly, how do you fix it? Look, don't even sweat it. This is a super common problem, and we're going to break it all down for you. In just the next few minutes, we're going to walk you through all the likely causes and the exact steps you need to take to figure this thing out and get it solved. Okay, first things first, we have to understand the message. What is your car actually trying to tell you with this specific code? Let's decode. So, here's the bottom line. B1086 points directly to a crucial safety system. The front left seatbelt pretensioner, that's the driver's side, is the gadget that yanks your seatbelt tight in a crash. So this code means the car's main computer has spotted a fault somewhere in the electrical circuit that controls that whole system. All right, now that we know what the problem is, it's time to play detective and figure out why it's happening. You can think of this as a little investigation, and we've got three main suspects to look at. And here's the good news. This particular error code almost always, and I mean almost always, boils down to one of just three potential culprits. That makes our job of diagnosing it a whole lot more straightforward. So here are our usual suspects. Number one, the wiring and the plugs that connect everything together. Number two, the seatbelt assembly itself. It can just wear out. Or number three, the diagnosis sensor unit, which is basically the brains of this operation. We're going to check them all out. All right, time to roll up our sleeves and get practical. To really solve this, you need a logical plan of attack. So we're going to follow the exact same process a professional mechanic would use, and it all starts with a simple step-by-step order. You always start with the easiest and most common issue first, and that's the wiring. A loose plug or a damaged wire is so often the real root of the problem. If everything there looks good, then you move on to the actual seatbelt assembly. And only after that do you even think about blaming the sensor unit itself. Trust me, this order is going to save you a ton of time and headache. Okay, so you've followed the steps, you've done your inspection, and you think you found a clue. What's the next move? Well, this next part is all about matching the cause you've just identified with its specific solution. This chart just lays it out perfectly. It's pretty simple. If you find frayed wires or maybe a loose connector, the fix is to repair or replace that part of the wiring. Easy enough. If the seatbelt itself looks worn, torn, or just plain damaged, you've got to replace the whole assembly. And if both of those look perfectly fine, well, by process of elimination, that leaves the sensor unit as the most likely culprit, and it'll need to be replaced. Now, for those of you who want to dig a little deeper, or maybe you want to give some specific info to your mechanic, it's really good to know that Nissan has officially addressed this. They've actually published what are called Technical Service Bulletins, or TSBs, on this exact topic. And here they are. These are the specific bulletin numbers you can look up. You might want to jot these down. Think of these as the official playbook from the manufacturer for this issue. They give super detailed instructions and can be an absolutely invaluable resource, especially if you're taking your car into a shop. So, wow. We have covered a lot of ground in a really short amount of time. Let's just do a quick recap of the most important things you need to remember from this explainer. Just remember these four things. 1. B1086 is all about the driver's side seatbelt pretensioner. 2. Always check in this order. Wiring first, then the belt, then the sensor. 3. The fix is straightforward. You either repair the wires or you replace the broken part. And 4, and this is the big one, this is not just some annoying light. It's a critical safety system. Please don't ignore it. And that really brings us to our final question. With all this knowledge, you can absolutely inspect the wiring and the seatbelt yourself. But since this does involve the airbag system, the real question comes down to your own comfort and safety. Do you feel confident tackling the replacement? Or is it maybe time to hand this information over to a trusted mechanic? The choice, of course, is yours.